Today, other interesting, excuse me, other interesting business news. You have Tiger Woods to launch a lifestyle brand. Now, this after he has been perhaps the most famous golfer in history, though he does not have a drink named after him. That goes to Arnold Palmer, who is a now famous drink tycoon. Now, it looks like this is according to Rivia Gold over on LinkedIn. They note that after parting ways with Nike, his partner of 27 years, he's going to be starting his own, which I can't imagine how much money Nike made off his name. It is probably one of the best ROIs in terms of celebrity endorsement. When you think of golf, you think of one, well, maybe two people. You think Tiger Woods just being the GOAT, perhaps being one of the best sports balls analogies for the personification of working like hell, starting as a kid, just grinding it out, getting better and better at his craft. And then, quite the antithesis and entertainingly enough, you also have John Daly, who I think is best known for the meme, or as the youth might call it, the meme that goes around where you have the juxtaposition of someone who's extremely hardworking and in shape, and then John Daly just shows up and wins, and he is not very much in shape. Now, Woods also said that he will team up again with the golf equipment supplier TaylorMade with his new apparel line called Sun Day Red. And the sun and the day are two separate words. So Sun Day Red, and they expected to launch in the US and Canada in May for men before potentially expanding into other markets, adding footwear, women's, and children's lines. The name references Woods' iconic red final round clothing. So that's great for the golf community. If you're, well, I was gonna say you have gearheads in the automotive community. Perhaps what would you call someone who's a golf enthusiast? Funny hat community? They do have entertaining hats and outfits. I'm not sure what you would call a golf enthusiast, but you would have to be really into golf to get this reference. Like, I don't know golf except for the major names. I know, more accurately, I know the business of golf just because I'm kind of a business nerd. But like, how many? If he wants this to be a mass market product, I'm actually surprised he just named it after himself. Instead, he chose Sun Day Red. And they also note that the new brand will stern from the new company with its own staff and headquarters, offering what it calls premium apparel. They also note that Woods has used TaylorMade's clubs since 2017, following a sponsorship deal. So, I mean, in terms of Tiger Woods, this business relationship is brilliant. He doesn't have to worry about setting up a factory, worrying about supply chains, manufacturing. This very much seems like a traditional pseudo white label thing where he's going to work, obviously, with TaylorMade in this company, utilize their infrastructure where they already have those long-term relationships with all the manufacturers and suppliers, and he'll give input on how the designs come about and kind of make some products from there. But, I mean, he is the most iconic golfer in history. It is fascinating. The name is interesting. Let me know if you think that's a good name. And again, the sun and the day are separate words. Sun Day Red. And it looks like a skeleton, almost like a skeleton of a cheetah or some type of running animal. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like in terms of marketing and advertising, they should have done, I don't know, something more, something for the average consumer. Although, granted, like, they say it's a high level. Maybe they only want the premium people in golf. They have copious amounts of capital. They can invest in the $12,000 carbon fiber Banana Falcon club that they use on the field once a year. Kind of golf pun there. But maybe they don't want the mass market. So in that case, maybe it makes sense. But still, it almost seems like a business blunder in and of itself to have that name that, again, my parents won't know what that means. My friend, like non-golf friends, certainly won't know what that means. But they know the word, they know Tiger. They know Tiger Woods. I guess you do have the little Tiger Cheetah logo, but I mean, he could have just called it Tiger Woods Apparel, and I mean, everyone would know that. So, I'm kind of shocked he didn't capitalize on that more. Maybe there's a reason we don't know about. But again, it'll be fascinating to see how he grows and builds his business. He certainly has the fan base, and golf is one of those fascinating sports that increases in popularity. And people who are active in golf usually do have disposable capital to invest, or not an investment. You're buying clothing, so you're gonna go down in value. Except when you buy a good suit and make it last a lifetime. That's a good ROI. But for most golf apparel, I mean, it's a luxury item, and if you're in golf, more likely you probably already purchased them. So it makes sense. But as I always say, time shall tell. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of February, so if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback. Also, sharing the show helps with the magical YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.